Let's move on. It's time for the WTF clip of the week. Now, Kevin is not here with us today, but he did take the opportunity to put together a WTF clip for us. And so, why don't we just have a quick look at what he put together, and let's see. So, Lena, why don't you roll that?
Unfortunately, recent political pressure on the Fed is having real-world economic consequences. A recent study found that markets react each time you are publicly pressured to intervene in the economy, with a quantifiable change in investors' expectations that the Fed's interest rate targets will drop. Chair Powell, can you tell the committee what actions you are taking at the Federal Reserve to not only insulate against political influence, but also to signal to investors that the Fed makes independent decisions based on sound economic analyses?
Thank you. So politics plays absolutely no role in our decisions.
Because I was inverted.
We use the best data, the best analysis we can muster. Mm-hmm. We're human, we'll make mistakes, but we won't make mistakes of character or integrity.
I smell bullshit.
I am familiar with that research, and I would just say I think it's very hard to look at, our incredibly complicated financial markets and economy where many, many things are driving results and pull out one or two tiny effects. There's other research that points to different results, but it's absolutely essential that everyone understands that we are doing our jobs as we always have without regard to politics. We serve all Americans. We do the best we can based on our analysis. We try to be as transparent as we can. We explain ourselves, put everything we do on the record. When people dissent, they put their dissent on the record.
Yep.
And that's as it should be.
Yep.
Everything that guy just says is bullshit. Thank you.
That was so funny. You know what? First of all, it was bullshit. Like, let's be realistic. I look at the feedback loop in the markets, which is that the Fed really does what the market cues it up to do. I mean, when the Fed funds and when the marketplace prices in the Fed to move, the Fed moves. And so if you have the political influence driving the markets, there was that one comment made, I'm trying to remember who it was, but they were saying that Trump will go down in history as the president that could influence the market the most from any president of the past. And so you have a situation where Trump influences the market, and then the market will ultimately influence the Fed. And so you have a feedback mechanism. So if you have Trump influencing the market and the market starts pricing in a rate cut, good luck on Powell not cutting when the market has priced it in. And so this idea that they are independent body, I call bullshit on it too. I think Kev nailed it there. Any comment there, John?
There's what we'd like to be reality, and then there's what we can not mistake for being sort of the real way that things work. We would like an economic panel that's independent. We would like the Federal Reserve or every bank, Canada, England, we would like them to make their own decisions just based on the data that they're getting. And then there's the reality that what you see sometimes you just can't mistake for being a coincidence of we'll call it persuasion. We're going to be nice today. We're going to call it persuasion. And what happened in December, what happened in the fall of last year to December with the Fed's gone loco and talk of replacing Powell.
Right.
And talk of think that what I find that's the most interesting about this, I mean, everything's political these days.
Yeah.
Right. That there's a difference. Economic prosperity of the United States and the United States economy directly tied to the performance of the market seems to be a hallmark of this presidency much more than any other ones,
Yeah.
right? I mean, Main Street is Wall Street. You
Yep.
think, I mean, this presidency doesn't understand why you don't own stocks.
The point being is that the independence of the Fed is, yes, the president isn't telling Powell directly what to do, but it's all interconnected, and it's not that they can act in an isolated bubble. Anyway, Kev, good job on the WTF video.